Well, if you want to put conditions, that's fine. And what I'll do is when I get back, I'll make the Thames Valley Police and say that I'm having my right to peaceful protest restricted.
I'm not sure I do that at all. As we said to you this morning, we're here to facilitate and we'll speak to you about it and we'll point you in the right direction, mate. But when we're getting the people phoning up and complaining, we've got to come and sort you about it, haven't we?
Well, someone just drove into me, it's my name.
Have they?
Get any details?
No, because I was talking to the megaphone, he just drove past, there's an old man, he was in a light, didn't he?
Yeah, tried to ring him over.
Did you get it on video?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it on video,
Right,
yeah.
fine.
You know, I know people don't like it, but as far as we're concerned, when David Cameron's not the MP, then, you know, did you know Chris was here for ages? I'm sure he'll be back. Because our opinion is, that he should be doing something more. When people don't vote for him anymore, then we'll never come back.
Oh, but you know what we're like. If you do walk down the road, just try and do it sensibly, alright?
I was.
Yeah.
All I was doing was walking down the road with
Yeah.
a banner.
When there's pavements,
Yes,
you,
but-
you don't have carte blanche to walk down the middle of the road, alright? Road users have got equal right to access over that as well, especially if there's somewhere else
I
to
thought
walk.
pedestrians have priority on the road.
You've got a perfectly good footpath.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not. If I'm not going to be arrested for it, there's no reason why I can't do it. You see what I mean? Because if it's down to the police, we wouldn't be here. We'd be sitting opposite Downing Street in the pen. You see what I mean? So the whole point of protesting is to do what Parliament have put in place for you to protest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying if it's illegal, then we won't do it. But if it's not, then
Thing is, you know
I know
yourself.
people don't like it.
Yeah.
But people
Yeah.
don't like people walking about. I don't like not seeing my kids. People don't like people walking about with
Yeah.
megaphone. But if it's not illegal,
Yeah, but I haven't told you outright not to do it, have I? I'm just asking you to be a little bit sensible about it.
yeah, I was sensible. I was just walking along with the
Yeah,
banner.
but I'm just saying, we've had some complaints. We're coming up just to speak to you about it. We're not saying don't do it, you've got to go. We're just letting you know what's happening, like we always do. And the other thing is, people who own this site have complained saying it's private property. We're about to go and speak to them. It can be
I know the
private
case
property,
law
but
officer, it's not. Right,
it
listen,
can be
no,
private property, but with right of access.
you can't vend on it, you can't sell on it, you can
Yeah.
protest. What is the council, because this is council land originally, they sell it to a private company. They do that so that you can't just start selling stuff here, so they can say we're a private company. But for protesting, you're allowed to. It's still treated as council land. They just divided it up to a private company so that you can't vend it.
I'm not sure about that.
I've looked into this case law before.
Yeah, well, I know my case law as well. It can be private property, and they can ask you to leave. We're going to have a word with them and say you're not really doing anything wrong. They can ask you to leave, but that would be for them to then enforce. So they would have to
Go through the civil courts.
Exactly. So it ain't going to happen.
Unless we start doing something that's criminal. So if
Exactly.
we started smashing up, then the police can remove us from their property.
Well,
Because
yeah. I mean, if you
obviously
were
we're not
breaking
gonna-
stuff, you'd get nicked, wouldn't
Yeah,
you? So,
because that's different.
Yeah, we're
quite-
peaceful
we're just
protesters
going to go.
anyway.
We're just going to chat to them now. And tell them
If we're just walking about, then they have to start civil proceedings.
yeah.
Like the council done with Chris, they started civil
Yeah,
proceedings, didn't they?
yeah, exactly. So we just thought we'd come and tell you before we go and see them why we're here and what we're doing. Because we said we were going to stand off, and you know we knew you'd come here, but we weren't just going to come down and sit on you because you're not doing anything wrong. So, but as we're now here, because we've had complaints, we'll just let you know.
People are always going to complain,
Yeah.
even if you do say,
Yeah.
well, what we are doing is completely legal. People are always going to complain. You know, it's what I'm saying. I was arrested by Oxfordshire police because someone complained, and now I'm suing them because they made the decision to arrest because an old woman complained, and now they've admitted it was wrong. Because I know the case law for that, as you know, is the 1999 one where two women were preaching, and 100 people were random and started not rioting, but started causing a fuss. So the police arrested the women to defuse the situation, and the judge said the police were completely wrong because it's not their fault.
Wi-Fi, isn't it?
Breach of the peace, prevent a breach of the
Breach
peace.
of the peace, but because the people random, and the judge said what the people should have done is started protesting, saying they should have been arrested.
Yeah.
But the police arrested the people. It's called Redmond v. Bate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Redmond Bate or something.
Yeah.
They should have protected the people to say what they want to say.
Yeah.
Because it's not. If I'm saying fathers should have rights and 100 people start rioting, as long as I haven't told them to riot, it's not my fault.
We had the same thing
See
in
what I mean?
Oxford last year. We had some American
Well, this is
preachers,
private property.
and they were saying some really
Gays, I bet. Yeah.
anti-gays, anti-war, all sorts, but they were right on the line.
Yeah.
Right on the line. And they weren't breaking the law, but God, we had a week of nightmare dealing with them.
There's the other one about the preacher who was in Oxford. I think it might have been Oxford. Two gay boys come up to him and said, "What do you think about gays?" And he said, "I think I should go to hell," and all that stuff. they made a complaint, the police arrested him, he got 13 grand.
I
Because
think that was London. I don't think that was Oxford.
it might be Manchester, I can't think, but it was 2 boys and they arrested him and held him for 12 hours and he got 13 grand because it was his opinion.
There was a student nicked in Oxford years ago for racial, not racial aggravated. He called the police horse gay. Not nicked.
He called the police force guy.
No, police horse.
Oh,
That's
He
quite
called the
famous.
police horse gay.
Yeah, so they nicked
Because
him for
obviously
Section
if
5 public order.
if the preacher was saying you should go and kill guys, then
Yeah.
that's a crime.
Yeah,
He was just saying I don't
witness.
agree with it.
Yeah, so, yeah. Just because someone's views are not nice does not make them
Yeah,
illegal.
exactly.
Right, we're going to touch base with
Okay,
security,
then.
alright?
All right.